Так. В любом случае, надеюсь, мы с ними быстро расправимся. Блин, я думал, с ним что-то соберу. Окей, тут всякая хрень. Мне уже вспомнить, что здесь к чему.
Clearly docile. Same uniform remnants as those who attacked, however.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently. Makes males get violent?
Previous females said hunters were exiled, behavioral, or gender-driven.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
Not the best reaction to the family resemblance, Jacob.
Why would my father force his crew to eat toxic food? Whatever's happening here needs to stop. Look at these spoiled food stores. They've been eating only that toxic local food for who knows how long. Like that wasn't obvious enough.
Go away. You are like him. You will keep us here.
He has a cruel face. His cruel face. I can't talk to you. I don't want punishing. He keeps us, protects us, and we please him like he demands.
He is bad. He has a bad face like the other, like him.
The hunters will kill you. They fight because he exiled them and waited too long.
What the hell? Somebody had to push them to make that. That's borderline worship.
Не, я не помню, что здесь к чему. Я вижу врагов.
On target.
Not familiar with a protocol that condones crew suppression via lethal force.
Well, that would make them hate him. Maybe it was just for defense.
Так, запчасти. Здесь мы все собрали, погнали дальше. Блин, Каин, конечно, жестокая вещь. Но у него, блин, всего один выстрел, это проблема. Зато...
This, I forget how to read, but this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
Jacob, what does it say?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
He wasn't command material and it got to him. Couldn't keep the crew in line without violence.
It didn't stop there. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers, like pets. And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
Do you see an explanation for this? He's your father.
Is he? None of this fits. Maybe the initial decision, but the rest? Abuse of power doesn't get any clearer than this. I need to find this man.
Вообще так-то, Джейкоб неплохой чувак. То есть, в принципе, из всех сервера он, блин, он реально очень такой свой человек, так скажем. Ну, блин. Но, однако он все равно пошел служить Церберу, не знаю. Уходим, 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 уходим. Окей.
God damn it, it's really him. Just got free. He's covering his ass.
Old dead left posed, positioned. Possibly a warning. Recent corpses left where they fell.
The hunters started fighting back.
Да я промахнулся. Да ё-моё.
Shields down.
Да ё-моё.
Plenty of choices. Little late to blame his victims.
К черту роботов. Ненавижу роботов. Они приносят боль и страдания. Так, он прям из воздуха появился. Не дело, не дело. Кто? Так, урон крупнокалиберного. Не сегодня. Да ё-моё.
Not difficult.
А по идее, на его способность, нервный шок, он же не работает на живых существ, потому что он там на нервную систему воздействует.
He had his fun, and now he wants out. Son.
Не убил, слушайте. Вот и все. По тарелочкам стреляем. Черт.
Enemies in front.
Так.
Throwing people away. This thing is not my father. Combat drone. Have a nice trip.
Так. Да ё-моё. Да что за хрень? Уже 3 выстрела. Нет, это просто бред. Вот, черт.
Or in level. Forget which. Doesn't matter.
We've been spotted.
Вот это плохо. Уходим. Так, он сейчас взорвется.
Impending explosion.
Enough with the toys. Need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
Ну да, мне тоже кажется, что он врет. Так, там у нас всякие приколы, патроны. Всякая интересная шляпа. Так, нулевой элемент, 500 штук. В принципе, неплохо. Так, здесь вроде больше ничего нет, да? Вон он. Так, минуту. Я хочу все осмотреть.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've got to have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you're acquainted with Mr. Taylor.
Taylor? Jacob? No. Not Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I hoped to leave it at that.
I'm not unreasonable, Captain, but 10 years? What happened?
God damn it! Why did you do this to your crew?
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
We can help these people. Cerberus can have ships here in days and pull everyone out.
He's not worth the fuel to haul him out or the air he's breathing. He's damn lucky I don't think he's even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
We'll secure him for an Alliance court. For every year here, he'll have 10 to think about it.
Give him all the time in the galaxy. The man who did this doesn't know right from wrong.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I did the best I could.
I'm 10 years past believing that.
Ну, как-то так. Так, барьер, снаряжение, урон пистолета. Да, еще одна миссия, наверное, завершена. Нам осталось их, по-моему, 2-3 штуки, что ли?
Don't even give him the taillights.
Roger that.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
Nothing goes through this ship, my ship, without a report to you.
I had no more reason to believe Jacob's father was alive than he did, but I'm happy to know the situation is behind you.
Fine. You didn't forward it, so who did?
I did.
Figures. Who else could get into Cerberus channels?
It was hardly classified, just obscure. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor can rot in prison. Doesn't change who I am or what I know. I've already mourned the man he used to be. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
You had no idea Miranda was behind this?
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
Come on, we've got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard, thanks for the help.
Anytime, Jacob.
Ну вот и все как-то. Довольно быстрое задание на самом-то деле. Я, собственно, говорил, что оно маленькое. Так, у нас новое улучшение. Да, урон крупнокалиберного. Критический урон крупнокалиберного пистолета. И, собственно, да, пока что все. Так, и давайте поговорим с Мордином наконец-таки.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, good timing, in fact. Excellent. Made breakthrough. Can share results while next samples grow. Hate waiting for culture analysis. Never fast enough. Usually no result in advance. Just checking work. Have to be careful. Getting off track. Discovery. Based on Prothean collector connection, can examine technology, chart Reaper species modification, fall of Protheans.
Tell me what happened.
Early stages similar to indoctrination. Can guess captured Protheans lost intelligence over several cloned generations. Cybernetic augmentation widespread afterward. As Protheans failed, Reapers added tech to compensate. Mental capacity almost gone, replaced by overworked sensory input transfers. Transmitting data to masters.
Is there anything we can do to help them?
No. No glands replaced by tech. No digestive system replaced by tech. No soul replaced by tech. Whatever they were, gone forever. Understand now? No art, no culture, closer to husks than slaves. Tools for Reapers. Protheans dead. Collectors just final insult. Must be destroyed.
What is it about the Collector's modifications that bothers you so much?
Disrupts socio-technological balance. All scientific advancement due to intelligence overcoming, compensating for limitations. Can't carry a load, so invent wheel. Can't catch food, so invent spear. Limitations. No limitations, no advancement. No advancement, culture stagnates. Works other way, too. Advancement before culture is ready. Disastrous. Saw it with Krogan. Uplifted by Solarians. Disastrous. Our fault.
You blame the Solarians for what the Krogan did?
Yes. Like giving nuclear weapons to cavemen. Krogan unprepared for spaceflight, technological advance. Krogan could have evolved alone, worked out aggression, been ready to use new tech responsibly. Instead, Solarians came, disrupted Krogan culture, used Krogan as blunt instrument against Rachni. Short-sighted. Foolish.
You said the Collectors had no art. I had no idea you cared about that kind of thing.
Personal interest negligible. Sang a little. Multi-species productions for cultural exploration. Gilbert and Sullivan always had me do the patter songs. But not about me. Cultural artistic expression reflects philosophical evolution, interest in growth, perspective, observation, interpretation. Suspect you won't see any art in collector base. Culturally dead. Tools for Reapers. Worse than the Geth.
I'm sorry. I know that was important, but you performed Gilbert and Sullivan?
I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology because I am an expert which I know is a tautology. My xenoscience studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian.
Блять. Сука, охуенно.
I didn't think you needed any more motivation than you already had to stop the collectors.
Enjoyed challenge. Saw necessity of attack on collectors after plague on Omega. Their work, my people. Hard to care about two armies. One wins, one loses. Always work to do after. Now, have more context. See what collectors are. Wasn't looking for other work before. Don't mean to imply that. Just committed now. Won't let you down.
Thanks for sharing what you've learned, Morton.
Proud to be here, Shepard. Thank you for including me.
Так.
Shepard, how can I help?
Да ё-моё.
We'll be here if you need me.
Дайте...
Shepard.
Да дай, да, сука!
We'll be here if you need me. Shepard, how can I help?
Are there any medical concerns I should be aware of on the team?
Cerberus personnel in excellent condition. No squad concerns to report. Always some matters, but nothing affecting immediate mission.
Is the lab working well for you?
Quite satisfactory. Found a few surveillance bugs. Just need more samples. More collector data, tissue samples, anything you can get, I can use. Find new tech.
Have you got a minute?
Some other time. Anything else? We'll be here if you need me.
Окей. Что-то я не могу с ним поговорить насчет Тали, ну ладно. Видимо, не сегодня.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Что это? Шести своим знакомым вообще. Я понял. Это очень старые мемы, да. Очень старые мемы из того времени, да. Разошли это сообщение 6 друзьям, и что-то произойдет, ну, короче, понятно. Ну да, это ж мы знаем, что протеане нашли цитадель так же, как и мы. Ну, это тот, кому мы помогли с хранителями сканировать. А, это тот разведчик, которого мы вытащили. Окей. Так, давайте отправимся к себе в каюту, покормим рыбок. Я не забываю их кормить, все, блядь. Теперь я буду очень внимательно к этому относиться. Так. Так, ну здесь старые нагрудники. Так, рукопашный бой. Во, блин, я хочу вспомогательную обойму поставить. Так, ну здесь, в принципе, оставим вот это. Так, материал нам не нужен. Окей. Ну, давайте к ней еще раз попробуем сходить. Не знаю. Возможно, нам нужно еще раз сходить, и только потом мы сможем с Мордином поговорить. Или там... Или я не знаю. Ну, в принципе, давайте пока что еще к нему сходим, к Гранту. Тоже поговорим. Почему бы и нет?
Shepard.
Anything in your tank improved?
Nothing else I can think of. I'm no tech. Enjoy what you got.
Так, задание. Я уже спрашивал, по-моему.
Just checking in. How you doing?
The hold is too open. Not enough cover. Armor is limited. Warlord Grant would target here to scatter heavy cargo, then focus on engines. That's what tank imprints show about human ships anyway. It's how I learned from the tank. Old pictures where memory is. Like holding a book for a child. Just remember this picture after picture. No help with finding a reason to care.
What other human info was floating around in there?
Less than a finger deep to sever your spine. You're soft. Solarians, Asari, all soft. Quarians, not so much. Turians, you have to work the blade, I guess. Don't see much point to it, though. Much point. Never mind.
Something must move you. You're as genetically Krogan as you can get.
I see suffering, the dead, and I think weak. I'm supposed to be strong. My guts were grown from thousands more worthy. The dead were weak. If they were strong, I wouldn't be needed. I don't know why Okir started teaching. When he turned on the tank the first time, I screamed. Weak, pitiful.
So you started small, but you became what you are. Not everyone gets that chance.
I'm built for strength, but didn't earn it. I just am. Those dead were strong enough to try, even if they lost. The perfect Krogan, ignoring what made me. No strength in that. I'll take another look at what happened to the Krogan. Find a reason to care about it.
Окей, блин, в принципе, надо говорить со всеми членами отряда, это помогает. Да, смотрите, лицо-то восстановилось у нас полностью. То есть, я не знаю, это довольно странно, то, что у нас оно... Ладно.
Gabby, you'd say the Normandy is a she, not a he, right?
Of course. The Normandy's the sweetest girl there is.
And Edie's a she. Tally's definitely a she.
What are you getting at, Kenneth?
I'm just saying I'm feeling a wee bit threatened here. A lot of female energy, and I'm just one man.
You're such a dick.
See? Look where your mind went. Got to watch out for myself.
Так, давайте на минутку заглянем к Джейкобу. Он у нас здесь. И потом, собственно, пойдем с Тали поговорим. И, наверное, на этом будем пока что заканчивать. Блин, сколько же у нас вооружения, это ж круто.
Thanks for diverting to the Gurns back, Shepard. I appreciate being able to clean up that mess. And don't worry, it will not affect how I do my job. It's over.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Так, а с тобой не глупо поговорить?
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
For you? Of course. I can't tell you how much what you said means to me. But I understand if you need to find something, someone else. Not that I'm complaining if you're still interested. Are you still interested?
I don't want to risk your health, but I'm willing to wait.
Thank you. I want you to see what's under this damn helmet. I need to feel your skin against mine. To share myself with you before we fly off into the final battle. I'll find a way.